Today I'll talk about risk management, which is a very important aspect of management of any organization, including a clinical laboratory. So risk can be defined as an effect of uncertainty on our objectives. Risk involves uncertainty about undesirable consequences to something that we value, such as health, wealth, and environment. Identifying the potential risks is of paramount importance for successful of an organization. Risk can be internal risk or external risk. Internal risk, the few examples include human error, unintentional data leak, union strike, ineffective management, inadequate organization structure, asset loss, unforeseen cost of doing business. Whereas external risks include natural disaster, macroeconomic changes in the environment, political changes, changes in government policies and regulations, cyber attack, and many others. So, to analyze the risk, after identification of risk, we need to analyze the risk. For analysis of risk, we calculate risk score, and risk score is equal to probability of occurrence multiplied by magnitude of loss or impact. Weighting may be part of calculation. Risk score help to identify and respond to the most pressing concern affecting the health of an organization. So by calculation of risk score, we can identify the most pressing concern. Risk score help to support organization growth, reduce inefficiencies, and prevent reputational damage. So there are two components of risk score, probability of occurrence and magnitude of loss. Probability of occurrence, as defined in this document, it can be frequent, probable, occasional, remote, and improbable. To quantitate the probability, I have assigned the scores within brackets. So frequent probability means event which continuously experienced. Probable means event which will occur frequently. Occasional means event which occurs several times. Remote means unlikely but can reasonably be expected to occur. Improbable means unlikely to occur but possible. The second component is risk, impact, or magnitude of loss. It can be divided into catastrophic, critical, marginal, negligible. I have given the assigned the following scores, and these are the definitions in terms of health, wealth, and environment. This is given in this document. So let us take an example. So in an organization, we have identified two risks. One is power failure, the other is lack of water supply. So the management identified the probability of power failure, or they experience the power failure occasionally, but they experience water supply failure frequently. So power supply failure is occasional and water supply is frequent. Probability score we have written as 6 and 10. As I have, these are arbitrary scores, these are not fixed. I have assigned it as these in the brackets here for impact. So these are those scores. Impact. For power failure, impact is critical because the entire machinery and plant is shut down without power because we don't have power backup. And water supply, the impact is negligible because water is not critical for our organization. This is an example of a particular organization. So I have scored the impact as 8 and 2. On multiplying the probability and impact, we get the risk score. So, although power failure was occasional, risk score is more for power failure because the impact is critical. So, risk score is combination of probability and impact. Sometimes weighted risk score is calculated. I have taken this weighted risk score from this university. They have included velocity score and cascading indicator in a weighted risk score. Cascading indicator, they have divided into, they have scored as 1, 2, and 3, depending on the cascading effect, which is limited, moderate, and significant. By cascading effect, I mean that the impact is cascade cascades to other departments or divisions or the entire organization. So if it has a cascading effect, it is scored as 1, 2, and 3. Now velocity is uh, assigned 5 if there would not be time to control or mitigate the immediate effect of severity of that risk. So it is a velocity. For example, a power blackout. Then otherwise it is assigned as 0 if we can control the immediate effects of the severity. So they have added velocity and cascading effect to the score. So they have calculated the weighted score as unweighted risk, as I have calculated before, plus velocity and cascading effect. So this was about weighted risk score. So what to do, how to manage the risk. These are the options to risk manage the risk. So this is known as risk treatment or mitigation. First one is we can retain the risk. So if the risk score is very low, we can ignore it and we can accept the risk. We can share the risk by purchasing an insurance policy because the risk is then transferred to the third party, that is the insurance company. We can reduce or control the risk. So we can use various tools like FMEA, hazard analysis, FTA, and other risk prioritization tool to help an organization identify and prioritize the risk. We can avoid the risk. It means that we can stop doing those actions which are subjected to risk. So we can avoid the risk. So these are the options which are available for risk treatment. Finally, this is risk management cycle. First, we identify the risk. Then we analyze the risk, we calculate the risk score, and we identify the priority. Then we do risk treatment and risk mitigation. I have told you about options. For those options, we need to allocate certain resources. This is mitigation resourcing. Then we implement the mitigation plan, and then this cycle goes on. So this is about risk management cycle. So this was all in risk management. Thank you very much.